On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Settler.
A person who moved with a group of others to live in a different country or area.
Examples:
New settlers. Settlers on some foreign shore. A large proportion of railway workers in settler colonies were white.
Unearth.
To discover or bring to light something that is in the ground or was previously hidden or unknown.
Examples:
Unearth burial mound. Unearth a mystery. The detective unearthed a critical clue that led to the suspect's arrest.
Dinosaur.
A large extinct reptile, often with an armored back, long neck, tail, and bony plates on the skin.
Examples:
Hulking dinosaur. Dinosaur fossil. The discovery of a new dinosaur species made headlines in the scientific community.
Marsh.
A type of land that is always wet and has soft soil, swamp or bog.
Examples:
Marsh bird. River delta marsh. Environmentalists are concerned about the harm to the marsh.
Uncover.
To remove the cover from something, to discover something previously unseen or hidden.
Examples:
Uncover a potential problem. Uncover the truth. He continued his investigation and soon uncovered another crime.
Prehistoric.
Belonging to or existing in times before recorded history, no longer fashionable.
Examples:
Prehistoric settlements. Prehistoric times. Scientists often fail to date archaeological or prehistorical findings.
Whirlwind.
A very strong wind that moves rapidly in circles and causes a lot of damage.
Examples:
Economic whirlwind. Whirlwind of events. We went on a whirlwind visit to the sightseeing spot.
Rivalry.
Competition or opposition between people or groups, especially in sports or business.
Examples:
Fierce rivalry. Rivalry among airlines. The rivalry between the two teams was intense and heated.
Feud.
A bitter argument between two parties, causing a lot of anger or violence.
Examples:
Family feud. Carry out a feud. The retired politician resolved the feud between groups through mediation.
Ill-tempered.
Tending to become easily angry or irritable, bad-tempered.
Examples:
Ill-tempered dog. Ill-tempered boss. The ill-tempered customer made a scene in the store, yelling at the cashier and other customers.
Knack.
A special talent or ability that comes naturally or with practice, particularly in a specific area or field, a clever or shrewd way of doing something.
Examples:
Acquire a knack for painting. Artistic knack. She has a knack for solving difficult puzzles quickly.
Debunk.
To expose or dismiss as false, exaggerated, or worthless.
Examples:
Debunk an urban legend. Debunk theory. The myth was debunked by scientists who provided evidence to the contrary.
Falsehood.
A statement or belief that is untrue, often intentionally deceptive or misleading.
Examples:
Spread falsehoods. Palpable falsehood. The media exposed the politicians' falsehoods.
Pitchfork.
A long-handled farm tool with 2 or 3 prongs at the end, used for turning over hay or other agricultural materials.
Examples:
Pitchfork attack. Pitchfork protest. The angry mob marched towards the mansion with pitchforks and torches in hand.
Charismatic.
Having a strong and magnetic personality that attracts and influences others.
Examples:
Charismatic chairman. Charismatic personality. He was a charismatic leader and could persuade others to follow his ideas.
Sarcastic.
Using irony and cutting language to mock, ridicule, or convey contempt, saying the opposite of what is meant in a mocking tone.
Examples:
Use sarcastic language. Sarcastic sense of humor. Her sarcastic remarks made it clear that she wasn't happy with the situation.
Temperamental.
Relating to a person's temperament or disposition, subject to changes in mood or behavior, unpredictable.
Examples:
Temperamental artist. Temperamental player. The project's success largely depends on the temperamental weather in the region.
Quarry.
A place where a stone or other materials are extracted from the ground, an animal or a person that is the target of hunting.
Examples:
Quarry operation. Quarry site. The hunter tracked down his quarry in the woods.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Outrage.
An intense feeling of anger or indignation in response to something that is perceived as unfair, unjust, or offensive, a public display of anger or protest against such injustices.
Examples:
Public outrage. Outrage over injustice. There was widespread outrage over the government's handling of the situation.
Accuse.
To charge or criticize someone with a crime or wrongdoing.
Examples.
Accuse his rudeness. Accuse each other. The witness accused the defendant of committing the robbery.
Bribery.
The practice or attempt of offering something, usually money, to gain an unlawful advantage.
Examples.
Bribery scandal. Vulnerable to bribery. He is currently under accusation of fraud and bribery.
Reptile.
A cold-blooded animal that has dry, scaly skin and lays eggs on land, such as snakes, lizards, and turtles.
Examples.
Reptile exhibition. Fossil reptile. Alligators are a type of reptile that live in swamps and rivers.
Mortify.
To cause extreme embarrassment, shame, or humiliation, to subdue or discipline one's bodily passions or desires.
Examples.
Mortify his ego. Mortify the body. My parents used to mortify me by telling embarrassing stories about me in front of my friends.
Blunder.
Mistake, the act of making a foolish error.
Examples.
A capital blunder. Make a blunder in my work. The CEO's blunder in the meeting cost the company millions.
Resentment.
Bitterness or indignation at being treated unfairly.
Examples.
Abiding resentment. Bitter resentment. She felt resentment towards her boss for not giving her a promotion.
Blossom.
The reproductive structure on a flowering plant that consists of usually colorful petals and a typically green calyx, merging of sepals, the state or time of flowering, the peak of a person's or thing's development or success.
Examples.
Apple blossom. Blossom garden. The cherry blossom trees in the park were in full bloom, creating a beautiful sight.
Transcontinental.
Spanning or crossing an entire continent or continents.
Examples.
Transcontinental pipeline. Transcontinental flight. The Transcontinental Railway was a major engineering feat that helped connect the east and west coasts of the United States.
Scour.
To clean thoroughly and vigorously by scrubbing or rubbing, to search or examine something thoroughly and systematically.
Examples.
Scour a pot. Scour the internet. She had to scour the kitchen to find a clean dish to use for dinner.
Telegram.
A message sent by telegraph equals a method of long-distance transmission of messages by electrical or radio signals, typically consisting of a few words and sent at a reduced rate for urgent or brief communications.
Examples:
Telegram service. A congratulatory telegram. He sent a telegram to let his family know he was safe.
Bluff.
To try to deceive someone into believing that you can or are going to do something, or that you have knowledge or abilities. Noun, a high steep bank, usually formed by river erosion.
Examples:
Bluff the other side. Riverside bluff. He bluffed a person out of going.
Ruthless.
Lacking in pity or compassion, willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, regardless of the consequences for others.
Examples:
Show ruthless behavior. Ruthless brutality. The dictator was known for his ruthless tactics and had no qualms about using violence to maintain power.
Dwindle.
To gradually decrease in size, amount, or strength, to become smaller.
Examples:
Dwindle in importance. Dwindle to almost nothing. The crowds at the festival dwindled as the night went on.
Gamble.
To take risky action in the hope of being successful, to play or game for money or other stakes.
Examples:
Gamble $100 on the race. Gamble away my fortune. Will you gamble on the result of the fight?
Destitute.
Lacking basic material necessities such as food, shelter, and clothing, impoverished.
Examples:
Destitute refugees. Living in destitute conditions. The hurricane left many families destitute and without homes.
Contemplate.
To think about a possible future action or to think about something for a long time thoughtfully.
Examples:
Contemplate a marriage. Contemplated leaving school. I recently contemplated dropping out of school and getting a full-time job.
Paleontology.
The study of fossils and the history of life on Earth.
Examples:
Vertebrate paleontology. Paleontology museum. My interest in paleontology research began when I visited a natural history museum and saw a display of fossils from the Jurassic period.
Westward.
Directed or going towards the west, located in the west, moving or facing towards the west.
Examples:
Westward expansion. Westward migration. Lewis and Clark's westward journey was an important exploration of the newly acquired Louisiana Territory.
Vanquish.
To defeat or conquer thoroughly, to overcome and gain control over someone or something.
Examples:
Vanquish an opponent. Vanquish a fear. The army successfully vanquished their enemy in the battle and gained control of the territory.
Tabloid.
Relating to a type of newspaper or journalism that focuses on sensational and often trivial stories and headlines. Noun, a type of newspaper or magazine that typically features sensational or scandalous stories and headlines, often with a focus on celebrity gossip or other entertainment news.
Examples:
Tabloid journalism. Political tabloid. The tabloid newspaper always covers sensational stories.
Plagiarism.
The act of using someone else's words or ideas without giving proper credit or permission, the representation of another person's work as one's own.
Examples:
Commit plagiarism. Plagiarism detection. The student was accused of plagiarism after submitting a paper that contained large sections of copied text.
Tarnished.
No longer having a good reputation or being reduced in value, quality, or excellence.
Examples:
Tarnished by scandal. Tarnished gold. She looked into the tarnished mirror and barely recognized her reflection.
Relent.
To soften or become less severe, particularly in response to pressure or persuasion. To abandon a harsh or demanding attitude or stance.
Examples:
Relent to pressure. Don't relent until late in the evening. The team refused to relent even after falling 3 points behind.
Egotistical.
Having an inflated view of one's abilities or importance, thinking only about yourself.
Examples:
Egotistical person. Egotistical behavior. He had an egotistical attitude and always wanted to be the center of attention.
One-upmanship.
The practice of gaining an advantage or showing superiority over others, often through competitive or aggressive behavior.
Examples:
Office one-upmanship. Social one-upmanship. The business partners engaged in one-upmanship, each trying to make a bigger profit than the other.